Most professionals are approaching extra income the wrong way. And I realized this after a conversation with a friend of mine. She's a very capable professional, good job, responsible, works long days like most of us do. One evening, we were having tea, and she told me something that sounded very exciting at first. She said, I'm starting a side hustle. Now that sounded impressive because these days everyone is talking about side hustles. But when I asked her what exactly she was starting, the list became quite long. First, she was thinking about starting an online boutique. Then she was also considering selling products through WhatsApp. At the same time, she wanted to start a YouTube channel. And she had also been told about a small importing business from overseas, all at the same time. Mhm. And at that moment, I remember asking her a very simple question. After job, when exactly will you run all these things? Because if you really think about it, a full time job already takes most of the day. Hmm? You still have responsibilities at home. You still need time to rest. And suddenly, this side hustle starts looking like another full time job. That was the moment something became very clear to me. Most professionals are not struggling to build extra income because they are lazy. They're struggling because side hustle culture was never designed for people who already have demanding careers. Side hustles are usually built like businesses. Businesses require time to find customers, time to manage operations, time to solve problems. And most professionals simply do not have that kind of time after a full day of work. So the real question becomes this: if professionals don't have the time to run multiple businesses, what is the realistic path to building extra income? Let's think about it for a moment. Imagine two professionals. The first person follows the typical side hustle advice. They start many things, maybe a small online shop, maybe content creation, maybe some consulting on the side. Every few months, they are trying something new. Now, imagine another professional. This person runs one structured income system, not five things, just one. They spend about an hour each day, same process, same rules, same routine. Now, fast forward 12 months. The first person has several projects that never really took off. The second person has one system that has become better, stronger, and more consistent over time. And this is where most professionals miss something important. Activity is not the same thing as progress. Side hustle culture rewards activity, but income systems reward structure. Once I started noticing this pattern, I realized something interesting. Almost every professional who successfully built consistent extra income was operating with three things: clarity, control, and consistency. Clarity means they knew exactly how their income system worked. Not 10 different ideas, just one clear strategy. Control means their income was not dependent on clients, customers, or unpredictable demand. The system itself created the opportunity, and consistency means the process could then be repeated week after week without burning them out. Not bursts of motivation, a routine. Because when these three pillars exist, clarity, control, and consistency, something powerful happens. Extra income stops feeling random. It becomes structured. It becomes predictable. And most importantly, it becomes realistic for someone who already has a full time career. So, if you have ever tried to start a side hustle and thought to yourself, why does this feel harder than it should? You're not imagining things. Hmm? You're not. Many side hustles are designed like businesses, and businesses require time. But professionals do not necessarily need another business. What they need is a structured income system that fits within their existing life, something that can run for an hour or two a day, something with clear rules, something that grows through consistency rather than constant reinvention. And that is the adult alternative to side hustle culture. Not more hustle, better structure.